Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to make these really cute French fries with kawaii faces. They're very easy to put together. I'm going to put this video on a playlist along with some other kawaii cookies that I also made. So if you want to take the time and watch those, they're going to be loaded up pretty soon. I just thought I'd share these. I've done these a while back. I think the first time was back in March of this year, 2014. And it seems like the more I make them, the better I get at them. They're just so adorable. They make you want to smile. Look at them. The one on the left and the one on the far right here. They're just like having a good time. They're all happy. Look at them. Alright guys, I am now going to get started. I hope you like this video. Alright guys, you will need to roll out your dough. And then I'm using this rectangular cookie cutter. This came in a set. This is the largest one. And I already went ahead and cut out my rectangles. And then I used this really sharp, it's like a sharp knife that I believe I picked this up where they have the clay section, and it's really sharp, so it'll be able to cut out like really thick clay. So, but you can use any knife. I just like to use this because it's very straight and very sharp. So out of this one rectangular, you can get 3 fries. And I really like the length of this because it fits well into that yellow fry container. So you will just go ahead and, cut your 3 pieces, and you will end up with something like this. Now then I pick them up and I will put them on my cookie sheet, and then I'll show you what I will do then. Okay, now you're going to use that same little blade or any other knife, and you're going to cut one end diagonally like that, and all you have to do is just cut it like this. It's like if you would have 2 together, it would make sort of like a house roof point. So you just cut that like that. So you'll have something like this. So you see here, if you would put 2 together, it would have somewhat of a top of a roof shape. So that's what you're going to do for that. Now here I have about 7. I only need 6 for this particular box. I can use less. I always make an extra 1 or 2 in case one of them breaks, or while they're baking, one of them tends to maybe burn a little bit or brown a little bit more than I would like, and so I'll have an extra 1 to spare. So these are going to be off to the oven, and I always bake mine at 395 for 7 to 8 minutes. I just keep an eye on those last couple minutes. I just want them lightly brown. Alright, so they were in there for 7 minutes, and now it is time to get them iced. Alright guys, so as you can see here, I already started on a few. Also, I am using some sanding sugar, and you can use any brand as long as it's like a white color or a clear color. So I'm going to flood this in. And I am using a number 3 tip just so I can flood this in quickly. And then we'll get my little tool here to help me spread it out evenly. I'm going to put the little eyes with my little tweezers here. I hope I'm in the shot here. Okay, now I'll put that in, push it in. The other one right next to it. And make sure that they're in, that way they can grab. And now I'm going to grab a little bit of salt, just salt, sandy sugar, but just a tiny bit, and just kind of sprinkle that on there. Okay, so I just finished drawing those little faces there with my favorite edible markers from Rainbow Dust. And these I drew completely, eyes, eyebrows, mouth, and these to my left here have the little eyeballs that I had put in earlier. And I did do two versions of their smiles. I think these are so adorable. And I did use hot pink royal icing for the cheeks, and I did them nice and puffy. You can see that there is a sanding sugar that I'm using as salt for these fries. And now here to my right, you will see another version of these fries. And no, they're not candles. They look like candles. And they're just smothered in some ketchup, and I did a little bit of amount of ketchup here on the side. If you're interested in how I got that little mound of ketchup, it's very easy. Just use like an ice cream or frozen yogurt type cookie cutter, and then just use the top part, which would be just like the ice cream swirl, and then just ice the bottom and the top section first, let it crust, and then fill in the middle part there, and that gives it more of a three-dimensional or more of a realistic look instead of just being completely flat and then outlining the lines in there. This makes it look like it's actually swirled. For the ketchup on the fry, I filled the cookie about 3/4 way with the yellow icing and left about an inch with nothing, and then I let that dry and crust, and then I came back with the red icing and filled up that empty space. Then I let that dry and crust, and then I came back with some more red and then just did a few drops there on the top just to give it a little bit more dimension, make it look more realistic. These are the containers that the fries are going to be going into. I got these at Hobby Lobby, and they come in different colors, but I chose yellow. The wrappers, I believe I got at a supermarket way back before summer started, so they did come in handy. If you can't get a hold of these, I'm sure they sell them online, but if you don't want to spend on these, just use parchment paper or wax paper, and then just cut some squares out, either 4x4 or 5x5, and then if you have some of these containers, just stick them inside there and fill them up with your fries. So let's put this all together and see how it all turns out. Alright guys, so as you see here, I did add a little logo to my French fry container. I thought they were a little plain, so I went ahead and searched up a logo. I printed it out on some shipping labels, peeled it off, and stuck it on there. I think I like that way better. And also here I did draw the little faces on the ketchup mounds, so now they all have little happy faces. I didn't get a chance to record how I drew the little faces on there, but if you go to either one of the videos here for the milk bottle or the frozen yogurt cup, they're in separate videos. I show how I made the faces for that, and then just do that for these, but in a smaller scale because these fries are a lot smaller, so you're working with less space compared to these here where you have bigger space, so everything can be a lot bigger. But it's the same concept. These are very, very easy. If you think that you can't draw these with your edible marker, go online. I think eBay sells these little eyes already pre-made, and you can go ahead and buy some from there and just do what I did on the video, and then just stick them on there while your icing is wet, and they're pretty much done. You just draw your little mouth, and that's all. So if you want to check out the other videos as well, we'll be posting more. And so I think that is all. They look very, very cute. I like how that one is just laughing. Both of them are having a good time. Oh my goodness, I think these are so adorable. Alright guys, I will let you go now. My time is up. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and I will share more videos with you guys. I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks so much for watching guys, and have a good one.